welcome back, ladies, gentlemen, and all those in between or outside the binary spectrum, to the latest episode of Cursebreakers, where I take these lovely six adventurers, minus Tank for today's session, through their journeys across the land of Barovia, where they attempt to break the curse upon the land, but not the curse of Strahd, for that has seemingly been broken and unleashed an even darker curse. The curse of you don't know what.
No, you've got to redo it. You missed the thing. You didn't do it. You can't stop doing it now when we're so close to the end. You have to go back and redo that.
And I, of course, your humble yet fabulous dungeon master.
There we go.
Angry Scout.
Yes.
We're really going off script here.
We've got to keep the running gags going.
You can't just take it out when we're so close to the end. You just...
Right.
Let's
do those introductions, starting with Steph.
Hi, I'm Steph. I play Porky the Barbarian.
And then we'll go for Kirsty.
Hello, I'm Kirsty. I play Raven the Rogue.
Then we'll go for Chris.
Hi, I'm Chris. I play Eos, Sleeping Beauty.
Okay, and then we'll go for...
Paralyzed. She's not asleep.
It's asleep. We'll get to that. Then we'll go for
Sleep
Jamie,
paralysis.
whose name I temporarily forgot for a moment.
Hello, I play Elias the Bard, and I am sleepalized.
And then we've got Cam.
Hi, I'm Cameron. I play Cade Everwood as my paladin, also known as Laughing Beauty.
Yes.
Cackles
And...
McGee.
Cackles
Everlong.
McGee.
Everlong.
No, actually, Cam, you're better known as Funny Bones.
God damn it.
No.
Aid
But-
Everlong.
For its furry bones.
Also would have Tank, who plays Hellweir, the rogue fighter of the Hellhound, but unfortunately, due to circumstances, he will not be joining us. So, let's get going with that recap.
He's also sleeping.
Yes. Circumstances. It's not. On the last exciting episode, the party, after successfully lifting the icon of Ravenloft from its place in the chapel of Ravenloft. Honestly, you can just throw of Ravenloft anywhere, it seems. They continued their exploration. Eos aiming to go down towards the Chalice room, and hey, look, another game of chalices. But Porky and Raven saw a strange fox which seemed to want them to go elsewhere and left behind a scroll which seemed to be hinting that that there are 5 and 4 of them are different to 1. This was also indicated by the way the fox's footprints were left behind, where they were patched of 4 and 5. The party continued up, exploring, and saw people turn into mist as they went. As they continued, they entered a room with a vampire spawn in. A very interesting vampire spawn who had a rather unique ability, the ability to throw mimics. Quite a terrifying prospect in its own right. How she did that, who knows? Vampire stuff. But there were mimics, there were juvenile mimics, the beds were mimics, you're just lucky the door in the room weren't a mimic. For all you know, Ravenloft's a mimic. Which would be terrifying. But the party continued up through some hidden passages and found themselves in a library full of many rare and ancient books, very valuable. They found another hidden passage with a chest inside. Opening the chest, seemingly paralyzed most of the party, apart from Porky and Cade. But Cade was not long for staying on his feet, for 3 witches, or witch-like beings, arrived and activated a spell which sent him into fits of giggles, perhaps drawn into an insanity through the long, arduous time through Barovia and just the sheer hilarity that is, oh god, these turn up just as everyone's paralyzed. But we'll start there, and we will start with Porky. We are technically in initiative, but the witch. One,
Which one?
two of the three witches had used Tash's hideous laughter, but the third had not, and the third speaks. Wow, it seems that it's just you and us, Porky.
Yes. What are your names? I mean, you know mine, so it's only polite to introduce yourselves.
We are Clotho, Atropos, and Lachesis, otherwise known as the Spinner, the Allotter, and the Inflexible.
Oh,
What?
interesting. I am Porky, otherwise known as Porky.
Wow. And as other things as well, we can see that you are not always named after an item made from pig.
Yes. Well, then I assume you know the reasons behind why I don't use that name very often.
Well, one of us does.
Which one of you?
Well, that is for us to know.
Okay. Can I interest the three of you in some tea?
Well, now, tea, that would be lovely.
Cool.
And don't worry, your friend won't be laughing for long, and I don't mean that in a threatening way.
I just kind of look over at Cade like I've only just noticed he's laughing. He tends to do that in the face of danger when he's scared, so I wouldn't worry.
Well, we are not here to pose threats.
Oh, good. That makes things a lot nicer.
For in combat, any one of you could likely surpass us. But in knowledge, well, that is where we have the advantage.
Yes, I was going to say, in terms of strength, yes, you're kind of at a disadvantage here, but in terms of knowledge, yeah, you've kind of put the smartest one to sleep. Oh no, well technically that wasn't you, that was me, but that's not the point I'm making. Have a seat.
Yep.
I'll
You
Oh
hear
my God,
nervous
oh my God.
laughter.
I have to improvise. I'm gonna kind of go over to Raven because I'm gonna assume he's probably got tea leaves on him somewhere in his like mess kit or whatever, in his like his rations, as it were.
You're just gonna rummage through his stuff.
You're my husband that can do that. I'm gonna find like someone who's got like maybe a metal pot on them.
I would.
Or you could use someone's helmet.
Yes. Ian, can I borrow your head?
Yeah, Cade's laughing. He ain't doing shoot.
Okay,
Speaking of which, you can let me know when 6 seconds is up so I can re-roll.
Yeah, I would say you can re-roll.
Wisdom save, yeah?
Yep.
Ha 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 ha.
And I'm just gonna sort of cobble together like a heated pan and then put it over like the fire that's already going and start brewing some tea.
Cade's going to stand up. Porky.
Sorry?
What are you doing?
I'm making tea. We have guests.
Ian's just kind of like looking down at them, looking back at Cade.
I'm literally just gonna sort of look at Cade and just kind of like under my poncho just subtly tap the handle and just be like, be ready just in case this goes south, but otherwise, let's just go with this and see what happens. Apparently they're not here for violence.
But they're witches.
Yes.
That is merely the form we have chosen to adopt. We like to fit the atmosphere.
I do like your hat.
Witches get stitches.
Thank you. Thank you, it was on sale.
Divine sense.
And you see, I've got this problem with like 5 faces, so I'm looking for something stylish to kind of cover it up.
They do not trigger any of your divine senses.
What about Count Strahd von Zavarich?
No, but that it's within 60 feet, isn't it? Let me just check something. Well, check a couple of things. Is that in range?
Because, I mean, to be fair, if they wanted a fight, Tasha's hideous laughter doesn't seem like the thing to do.
They're witches. It's exactly what I'd expect them to do.
In the words of Kashan, that's racist.
It's not racist if
very-
it's true.
very tough.
Yes. Clotho speaks up. We have seen the deals you made in the past. We have seen, well, I have seen. Not very wise of you, but perhaps.
You make hard deals when you're trying to save people.
Yes. But you do sense around. Does it tell you the direction?
Mhm. I know the location.
Okay, so you can sense an undead about here. Sorry, about here. It'll actually ping. But they don't seem to be moving, they just seem to, or you get the feeling of bobbing, like bobbing up and down.
It was to the right, yeah?
The ring to the south.
Oh, to the south, gotcha. I'll take note of that.
I just got it wrong in my head.
So, you've just come in here for a mere chat?
We have come in to make sure that things go as they should, now that you have branched off, shall we say, from what was woven for you.
And what exactly is that? I mean, we don't know, how do we...
Clotho once again speaks up. You were told that if you were to face the Count with those other than your chosen ally, then fate would twist and unravel. And that is what has happened.
Our chosen ally was there.
Yes, but you faced with others. And the fates
I mean,
can
we
be
were all
fickle.
there. That's rather picky.
And yes, quite. But, Hatchbush goes, but the fates are inflexible. But in this case, it seems that you have managed to find a way to bend the fates, but not to your favor.
Okay, then how do we bend it back? I mean, is it like a bent spoon? Can we just... I could do that.
I think it's more a bend in the fragment of reality.
Yes.
That's too many long words.
Like Jesus speaks and says, I see that there is a link, a thread between most of you and the new enemy that has arisen to replace the Count.
There's a thread between us and the enemy?
Yes.
Does that mean we know the enemy?
Yes and no.
Do you know who the
No.
enemy is?
Are they an acquaintance?
You know,
What's their favourite colour?
currently a kind of dull grey misty colour. They absolutely hate the colour amber.
Casimir?
No. Casimir is also linked to the new enemy, but perhaps more strongly than you. For he took a deal from one of the greater dark powers.
We did kill that lich, didn't we?
Well,
Or did we just send him back from once he came?
Clotho speaks up. You destroyed his mortal body. You did not destroy him entirely. For his phylactery was in a demi-plane of his creation.
So, is he who came back?
No.
We have a link to this person, you say, but we don't have a bond of friendship? Would that be accurate?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell us when we met this person?
Is it the child we
The child.
didn't kill?
Just sort of look at you, just like,
I'm a paladin.
yeah.
You're a burrito.
I am a burrito.
Yeah, one of them speaks. As I said, you have not met this person, you have merely met their components.
Met their components, did you say?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming we met them within the Amber Temple.
Precisely.
I'm now looking at sort of Eos and her components pouch.
Stop staring at my woman's components.
Like the zombie lady? Maybe?
I think it was one of the Fates themselves. Potentially the Secret Keeper that I thought of all by myself.
But,
Or maybe
like,
it
the
was...
Secret Keeper, the bond is a bit more... And it says the bond is with everyone, not just...
The bond is with most of you.
I think that it's either going to be the Secret Keeper or the one that created Strahd. However, how are we able to defeat something that isn't part of this realm unless this is the rebirth of them? This is what has brought them to this world.
Didn't most of you make a deal with Mother Night?
Well, technically us and Mother Night are on a... I don't really know how to explain our relationship. How would you say, Howie? Yes. Good talk. I forgot about that. Okay.
Can you not give us a little bit more of a clue if we're supposed to fix this?
Wow. Currently, I see that the number of people linked to them is the number of faces that you have.
5.
At least in this room.
Okay. So
How many faces do I have?
you have 5.
Oh no.
Just don't think about it.
She's like, how many is 5?
And
One too many.
The last one, the one who has spoken the least, speaks. And I have seen that if you do not stop them, then you'll become as them. There are currently...
Oh, she's future.
There are 2 paths. One in which you save the day, and one in which you become the night.
Mother Night.
Is it Mother Night though? How many of us
Or
made a deal with
perhaps
her?
more accurately, you become the dark.
Who did we make deals with?
Come the dark.
It must have been. Did you make a deal with Mother Night?
No.
Did Raven?
Okay.
Did
I'm gonna
Raven?
I'm gonna have you both roll
Paralyzed.
intelligence.
Oh no, I
checks
was
for
talking to
this
Porky.
one. Both
He
roll
said
me
something
straight
about a
roll.
lady in his head, but
Well, I mean, you're married now, so I guess we know the answer to that
I,
one.
I thought you were going to make a joke about his gender or something there.
It's the heels. It's all in the heels. Just change the heels. Put boots on.
The heel boots.
I wear the boot.
Intelligence check, Cade.
I'm good at those.
You're probably better than I am. I rolled a 1.
Wow, I'm really good at those. What the fuck? Kate's smart today.
Plus one.
That's where my 1 went.
So, Cade,
Oh, that was a
Consider-
save.
it doesn't matter. It's virtually the same bonus for you, I think. So.
It's -1.
But it's still high enough for this. So, what they are saying, based on the fact that 5 of you have made these deals, is those 5 will become more like the powers which they got them from. Is what you.
Oh, so collectively, it's each of the things is
Okay.
the evil.
You met their components of the new.
Got ya, but it's one thing, right?
Oh.
They're like a giant, what's it called from Power Rangers, the Megazord, where they all combine.
Oh
to
my
become,
god.
like, no thing.
Voltron.
Yes.
I
It's
am
a dwarvish term.
Count Strahd von Boney Spider Bitch.
And the
Okay, so how do we stop it?
you must defeat it, of course.
But if it's still components,
It has components for now. It has not yet achieved its full potential. But as its power grows, so will your power grow, but so will your control of that power falter.
So what you're saying is that we need to summon this creature and destroy it in this plane.
It exists in this plane now.
can we not just destroy the component?
Unfortunately not. You must destroy what they have become.
And where is that? Is it here?
They just sort of smile and once more, all 3 of them will hold up 4 fingers and then on the other hand 5 fingers.
9.
7. Sorry, you were right the first time.
Is that 7? I don't know math.
Once more, they seem to be giving the same sort of hint that you have had multiple times, that there are 5, but 4 are different.
Okay.
And as if to indicate this, one of them makes a gesture with their hand on the 5 fingers, and 4 of them change colour, and then 1 remains normal.
Okay. I think that's something we need to discuss with the group because they're probably smarter than we are. Don't tell them I said that.
I'm definitely going to tell them that.
Don't make me hurt you.
I definitely won't tell them that.
Good.
That you hurt me, that is.
No.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
But
How long until we fail or succeed? Like we want to succeed, but obviously how
What's
long
the
do we
time
have
frame we
before-
got?
Yeah, what he said.
actually, I just let me check.
What's our turnaround time?
The answer to that is a difficult one. For it is not as simple as what's the right way to phrase it? It is not as simple as simply once it reaches 8 p.m. on a Tuesday, things will fail.
I just mean kind of like you know, do we have time to rest and
Prepare.
prepare?
They look to each other.
You say
And
the
then-
longer we leave it, the more it grows, but how long until it reaches?
And then the one who seems to be speaking of the future looks and says, It depends. Since the fall of the Count, how many have you killed? And I'm not including... more accurately, how many humanoids have you killed?
How many humans?
Humanoids.
Oh,
basically.
humanoids. Too many. Too many to care.
Since you defeated Strahd, specifically, they say.
None? Humanoids?
They look to each other, and then the one who speaks of the past says, From what I can see, you have killed one.
Have we? I'm really sorry. It's been a really, really
Yeah.
long day.
Yes. But
Your memory's really good. I mean, you weren't even there.
But I see
Twig blinds?
I see everything that has happened in the past. At least since we arrived.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Huh? Who have we killed?
The vampire would technically count.
Yeah, no, my brain went blank too, but
That's literally the only one I can
we
think
fought
of.
something. I know that much.
You fought the vampire spawn.
Okay, cool. Oh, right. Tea, and I'll go over to the fire where the tea is probably now overboiled, and I'll pour it into whatever I can scrounge up to be like cups, and I will hand each of the witches.
Yeah. As they drink from the tea, they look to
Roll a
you.
Constitution saving throw.
They just
It's bad
smile.
tea.
It is bad tea.
They just smile, and all of them disappear, leaving behind a staff, a spool of thread, and a pair of shears.
Oh no. I don't like that. I've watched Hercules too many times. Thank you, grannies!
Oh, could you wake our friends up?
That's easy. I just go over and punch you.
Now,
Okay,
Just
okay,
start with
fine.
Elias. Start with
really-
Elias.
She did.
actually, thinking back, before the future one disappears, says, whilst you have only killed one, I see that you have perhaps enough time for rest. But the more that fall, the shorter time you will have.
Is that because as we grow stronger, so do they?
They just sort of smile. They are the mist. They are the darkness. And
Oh, right, the mist absorbs the souls, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we need to not kill people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm sorry to say, but that's going to be hard.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard, but like, if we can
Yeah.
just avoid people.
It's my favourite pastime.
Exactly, right?
Murder.
We can do that. And like, Elias is a giant spider. Who's not gonna run away from that?
Yeah, tell me about it.
And as the last one disappears, the sort of smoke specifically, not mist, flows over these candles on the table and blows out 4 out of 5 of them.
Do you think the 4 out of 5 thing is a symbol of sorts? Also, I pointed to the candle at the start. I knew it. I was right all along.
I take a sip from my cup of tea and there's just 4 out of 5 written on the bottom of it. It's like, nah.
Okay.
No, it's yep. It's very no.
Okay, I think we need to try and wake the others up.
Of course.
At this point, I will say that if you wanted to, based on what they have said, you get the feeling you have enough time if you wanted to have a long rest, which would potentially allow them to wake up.
How
I'm gonna
healthy are
pick
you?
up- Well, out of character, I have no rages left, so I need a long rest.
My spell slots are looking bare as well, so
If we, I'm just gonna pick up like the things that the hags kind of left behind. If you want to hold on to one of these, we'll separate them because I get the feeling we should keep them separate.
what was it again, sorry?
There's a staff, a spool of thread, and a pair of shears.
Yep.
Of course. Yeah, I can keep one on my person.
Cool. Well, which one would you like?
All the thread. I mean, I'll take the thread for
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
The thread has a slight gold sheen to it.
I'm gonna.
I just kind of look down to Aos, who is still cat girl.
Take the shears and put them under my poncho, and then hold the stick and just sort of go around and poke everybody with the stick.
Oh, we're going. I thought we were going sleepy.
Like, I'm gonna, like, obviously Porky's stupid, so she's gonna check that they won't wake up, and then she's gonna probably go, okay, we might as well wait and see if they wake up then. Like, once they've rested, they're obviously really tired.
Yes. So, and I'm gonna say,
Nap on the floor
despite
next.
the fact that this is a paralysis effect, I'm gonna say it's more of a very deep sleep effect, which you're not waking from during that period. So I will say that everyone can have the benefits of a long rest.
Yay!
Nice.
Woo!
Now, do I want to do my usual? I could. I have the time. Ooh, do I want to do that? I'm just making a decision for myself.
I just realised I
Yeah.
still have inspiration. Got to keep that in
Yep.
mind.
Yes. So,
DM inspiration, is it? DM inspiration or bardic?
DM. I don't tend to mark down normal inspiration because it's more of in the moment kind of thing, isn't it?
yeah. So,
It lasts
you
10
planning-
minutes.
are you planning to rest in here, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just, like, make sure the doors are closed and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'll
The
take
rules-
for. Oh wait, I was in the middle of my first watch, wasn't I? When they came in.
We're just gonna have, like, Porky's just gonna lay on the floor, literally put her hands behind her head and just go, do you know what? None of them will know that the hags were here. We can tell them we figured it out by ourselves. We could be the
Hear you.
smart ones.
Bear
We
with.
can still hear, right? As being paralyzed.
She doesn't know
Well,
this.
it's sort of a sleep paralysis sort of thing. So you're asleep and paralyzed because it specifically describes it as sleeping gas.
People say that they hear
Raven
things
doesn't
in their
sleep.
coma.
You might hear things, but you might get distracted by other
You
things.
can learn different languages when you're asleep.
That sounds like an incredible idea.
Right? We can be smart.
Exactly. I mean, what witches? I haven't even seen a witch since I arrived here in Baroque. Well, that's actually a lie.
Yeah, I was gonna
But
say, we got the ones at the windmill.
but that was the last time that I saw a witch.
Oh, sort of have to tidy up the 3 cups of tea, and I just throw them in the fire.
The cups and all. Get rid of all of the evidence.
Oh,
Which witch?
So-
What witch?
As you're all sleeping, everyone roll me initiative. We're gonna see what order we do this in.
I'll go last, I guess. It's right, guys. Don't rush.
You're potentially not going last.
Oh, no, I'm
Initiative
still-
across you.
17!
I'm still on the process of going last.
Yeah, just need Eos, I guess.
Look at that armor.
Yeah.
Not last.
17.18, 17.16, 17.7.
Yeah. Okay, so Porky. Roll me a D3.
Oh no. Hey.
Okay.
People.
Now roll me a D2.
And now a D1.
No, it, God damn it, you beat me to it.
Okay. So,
I'm afraid.
in your dreams, what you see in front of you, you find yourself standing alone. Your allies fallen around you, and in front of you, you see a wall of mist. And that is all that it appears to be. There is a deep sadness and a deep anger flowing through your body. The rage that fills you and fuels you as normal is seeming to be boiling over even more so than normal. And it is at this point that you feel an intense pain on your sides. And suddenly, rather than standing there as just a 5-faced being, you're now a 5-faced, 6-armed being with
No!
multiple weapons. And in front of you, the mist coalesces and forms into multiple faces. And it simply says, "In your failure, you have become our wrath, our destroyer. You will be our weapon."
I failed nothing, and I tried to inhale the mist.
But you find yourself unable to do so. You find yourself wanting to obey,
No.
for this mist seemingly has dominion over you. And not just dominion over you, it almost appears to be you, like a part of you. To deny it would be to deny your very existence.
I think I'd rather be
And
dead
that-
than help you.
And that is where your dream ends.
Dream is a bloody nightmare.
And we shall move to Elias, who will also roll me a D3.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah,
Okay.
so I am number 1.
Yes, let me consider this. You find yourself in your dream back as normal, no eye on your chest. You find yourself standing before a pillar of amber, your hand upon it. You do not hear anything, but as you touch that amber, you notice your reflection seems to shift and become as if your form now, but even more spider-like. Like your body is now black furred. You have multiple arms. You have mandibles. You're still like a Drider, but a more monstrous Drider, if that makes sense, in this reflection. And that darkness flickers for a moment and then flows up your arm. And you feel yourself twisting and convulsing in intense pain. And then a voice says, "You will be our messenger to the dark. You will bring fear to those beneath."
But I bring joy to everyone.
There will be no joy. There will be no song. There will only be fear and despair.
No.
And that is where your dream ends. And we shall move on to Raven.
Only Zulu.
Now, Raven's kind of an interesting one in this regard. Because, obviously, you had some help of sorts against the dark power that bound you, that you bound yourself to more. And this allowed you, with the aid of the spirit inside you, to become as you are, this were-owlbear thing, which I still need to find a better name for, because
Thing.
rave bear doesn't sound right, but it's technically correct because you're an owl bear, but it, rather than being owl-like, it's raven-like.
I mean, modern day Raven would probably be a rave bear.
Yeah,
Likes his party, so.
yeah. But
Corvid bear.
again, I'm going to have you though roll me 2d3.
So
Two-
Raven doesn't sleep. Gotta point that out.
Yes,
Raven
but
doesn't sleep, though.
Raven is in an unconscious state due to this
He's been
paralysis.
sleeping a lot recently. 2d3, yeah?
Yeah, you're right.
That's his bear side.
Yeah, you're right though. Elves can't be magically put to sleep.
True. But this is also paralysis. It's a very weird, specific. It's very confusing.
He's also the DM, and you can't fuck with me.
Right, so it seems like. Okay, now you can roll me 2d2.
Okay.
Okay. So, it seems that. Unfortunately, the dice are not with you, so. You will find yourself in front of a wall of mist. In your arc, you'll find yourself crouched down, cradled in your arms, is the bloodied and battered corpse of Porky. They are barely recognizable due to the various wounds and seemingly. Let me just check something.
The 5 faces, the 6 arms.
No, you don't have the 6 arms in this. You do have the 5 faces. It appears that their body has been struck by lightning, frozen cold, dissolved by acid, wrapped in web. It seems like they have been and also rotted from some sort of necrosis and burned. Their body has been ravaged, and a deep sorrow fills you. A deep anger as well. And
I mean, it's Anna all over again, basically.
Mm-hmm. And as you contemplate this, that switch in your head clicks, and you begin to transform, but rather than being just the cute little owlbear that you became, instead you appear to be some sort of monstrous beast composed of feathers, fangs, and strangely, your body appears to be coated in a thin layer of slime or something along those lines. And
It isn't slime, it is mucus.
as you look about, just sort of observing and like looking around your surroundings, perhaps trying to find something to unleash your anger on. Your anger seems to fade, replaced only with the deep sorrow, amplified perhaps by the fact that this reminds you of your past love. And a voice simply says, "Ah, failure, it is such sweet sorrow, and now you shall bring sorrow to them all." That is where your dream ends.
Why the sudden Barovian accent?
I don't know. I do not know why I changed accent, but it worked. So, we then move to Cade, who will also roll me a d3.
Do.
Interesting. You get possibly one of the more interesting ones. Okay.
I don't know if I
So-
like that.
As you are resting, what would be most on Cade's mind as he drifts to sleep?
What would be?
Yeah, what would Cade be thinking about as he falls asleep?
Probably at this time, especially as the day's events, is probably finding and rescuing his brother just to find out how he's turned out.
Okay, that's an interesting one.
As in his brother seeing Cade. In fact, probably his brother's seeing Cade.
Yeah.
Oof.
Okay. Your memories drift to them, and you see their images in the distance. What exactly they're doing, you can't tell. For as you walk towards them in your dream, your vision is obscured by mist. The closer you get to them, the denser this mist seems to become, until you are entirely enshrouded in the fog. And I would like you to roll me a perception check. Yes, we're having dream skill checks.
9.
That's persuasion.
Persuade the fuck to fuck up. 16.
Okay. Looking about, you see one path through the fog where, not necessarily where the fog isn't present, but where the fog is thinner. Like, you can see the ground. You feel an urge to walk along this path. And you find yourself... Let me just... Actually, that's kind of funny. Right. Just checking something. Bear with me, bear with me. Yeah. Okay. You find yourself walking through a stone corridor. It is, unfortunately for you, filled with webs. But you eventually find a door. Pushing through it, you find yourself in a room, and in this room there is a picture on the wall. A Excuse me, where's this? Yeah. You find part of the wall opens, and in front of you, you see a large tower made of metal that seems to glint with potential, but also with an cold eeriness that sends a chill through your bones, which, considering is all you have, it's, quite chilling. Atop the tower, you can see that the mist seems to be flowing from it. Or perhaps flowing to it, or perhaps both. It's hard to tell. But you get the feeling that this place may be where you need to go. But
Tall
where
metal
that
tower.
you don't know, but you do, however, see on the tower 4 rectangular symbols. But then looking again, you see 5. 4 of them lit up and 1 of them dim. These are completely rectangular. And that is where your dream ends. And then we shall now go to Eos, whose dreams are not linked to the darkness. For
Yay, happy dream.
and once you find yourself once more in the night sky, but the land beneath you is not the land you recognize as Barovia. And you seemingly can't make any movements, you can merely observe. And in the distance, you see the moon looking down on the world. You can see many places. You see a city covered in perpetual rain. You see a city where seemingly they grow trees atop buildings. You see islands floating through the sky. You see a great pit, a hole in the ocean. And in that hole, your gaze seems to be drawn to it. And you see, for the briefest moment, a large green eye, which looks at you for the briefest of moments, seems to match your gaze, and then blinks and vanishes. And that is where your dream ends. And with that, everyone wakes up from their long rest.
At the minute I'm up, I literally shuffle over to where Cade is, wake him up so we can grab a few books and place them and make like we're plotting and figuring this out.
I've like drawn a bit of chalk on the wall or something like that. I've got it.
Right, he just instantly
I've got all-
dashes over to Porky.
I've
Just
got the five candles and just kind of, you know.
he literally kind of like just topples you over wherever you sat.
Kate prepares for Eos.
Skitterback.
Are we still alive?
No.
Okay.
You're not dead.
We could be.
No, I think I'm good.
And I will say, Eos, as you wake up, your skin, for the briefest moments, feels slightly slimy to the touch.
Oh,
But only for the briefest of moments, as you picture that eye from your dreams.
What did you
I
do,
like-
kid?
feel around. Do I feel like my K is still? Are they still
Yes,
there?
your cat tears are still there.
And as soon as that translucent, the slime goes away, I'm like, oh my goodness. Wait, why am I saying that? Still got cat is. Why am I relieved?
I don't know. They're growing on me.
No, they're growing on her.
Thank you, God. That was a good one.
Alright. Paler than usual.
I think we're
Right.
finally getting down to potentially a solution to this.
I
Yes,
think.
we did a smart person thing.
Did you?
Yes.
Why do
dream.
I not believe
Roll an
that?
insight check.
We can be smart.
Can you?
And
Yeah.
Porky, roll deception.
With
I think-
advantage, right? Because I'm helping.
Well, are you helping, and how are you helping?
Yeah, I just said. I just said like.
Yeah,
I'm so
suppose,
glad we
yeah,
finally figured it out.
yeah, roll deception with advantage.
Oh!
Yes, Porky.
Smart.
I think my insight would have come in at the point where Cade said they figured it
I'm
out.
so smart.
Even with that, and just because he's not here, I'll roll it.
We are now the smartest people in the group.
I'd have believed Buddy Porky, but Cade figured it out.
I think
No, it
everyone's
was a joint
suspicious.
effort.
God damn it, Hellware! But Hellware's my friend. He wouldn't give me up.
Yeah,
like
that
Yeah.
Hellware wouldn't say anything.
Hellweir, I'll say from Hellweir's perspective, he knows you're not telling the truth, but considering you're one of the only people in the party he trusts, he's not going to rat you out.
It was the books that gave it away to everybody else who were just like, ah. But we figured this out, right?
All of the answers were right there, in front of us.
Like the whole, like the 4 out of 5 thing, right? Okay, so there's 5 of us, but only 4 of us made these deals, right? And we know those things that we made deals with were evil.
But there's
2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 of us and 6 of us. There's 6 of us and 5 of us that made deals.
It seems
We're
like
not
Porky
talking about
thinks-
Bjark.
think-
But Porky can't count, so this doesn't matter.
Porky thinks they're being smart, but apparently for the wrong
I
reason.
said that out loud as well. Like, but there's 6 of us, only 5 of us took deals.
But then one of these things is not like the other. My point is,
Everyone forget the Arkham?
Yeah, but then there's Casimir. They're not here. Out of the
the
people that.
point is,
Okay.
the source of the great evil is clearly the things that were inside the things at the Amber Temple. And we think they're going to come together to make some really big, crazy, evil Megazord that's going to literally destroy this world if we don't stop it.
What's a Megazord?
I'm gonna pull out like the dwarf figurine and like all the little bits and pieces that I made for like the kids, and I'm gonna start fitting it all together to make one big mega dwarf.
Is it like a clump of oozes that just all
Yeah, it's
smushed
like
together?
okay. So if you think about like all the little bits and pieces, like when you touch the things at the Amber Temple, right? They all sort of combine together into one big thing. Like how a mimic attaches itself to things. Like if it attached itself to like 7 other mimics
So we are
to
to
make one giant mimic.
so we are to expect there to be some sort of spider representation on this.
I don't know. All I know is they're going to come together to make a great evil, and we have to stop it, or we become the great evil.
I'm trying to like
Again.
so like a 5-headed dragon spider with whatever Raven picked. Because I don't actually know what the Kingmaker is in terms of how it looks.
I don't think Raven's ever mentioned it.
And like a slumped face, no
he hasn't
eyes.
ever mentioned the Kingmaker actually.
You just know that you touched the thing and
Either that,
yeah.
or one of us who did not make any deals is potentially evil. Didn't take deals for this very reason.
Hang on. What were our 5 fates? He starts like scrawling for bits of paper.
Some of us took
Yeah.
multiple.
Yeah. Hold on. Where is it? Because this is a eureka moment.
Wait. So you
So
know when
the first card, the card
Oh,
of
you mean-
knowledge of ancient will understand and help the enemy. 4 of blades, mercenary. These are the ones that we took, right? We took 5 cards at the beginning with Madam blah blah blah. Ava as one. So we've only sold 4 of them.
sold.
Sold.
Oh, the last one is where we need to defeat this evil.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't it? The place was at the top of a tower.
Your
It was a tower of gold.
A tower of
Right.
metal.
I will read what.
Just like my dream.
A vaulted treasure or something like that.
You had a dream.
I think we all had dreams.
Yeah, we are.
This one had a nightmare.
What
I,
was it?
I saw my brothers, and there was this room, and when I opened the door, there were these squares on the floor, these rectangles, which 4 of them were lit up, 1 of them was dimmed out, so
How big
What?
were these rectangles?
about the size of cards.
I was gonna say.
That would make sense then. 4 of the 5 cards. We still need to.
So how many
Finish
towers
the-
do we know of?
Your the exact wording. I see a secret place, a vault of temptation hidden behind a woman of great beauty. The evil waits atop his tower of treasure.
Ayo, stand up, it's behind you.
I
What?
roll.
Porky, stand up! It's behind you.
I don't know what you're talking about. What was?
Well,
What were your dreams?
Great, but thank you, Porky, at least you
Actually,
understood.
Oh
Hang
wait, hold on.
As you stand up and look behind you, there is a
portrait is
painting
on the
of a
wall.
woman on the wall.
Wow.
That's why we stopped in this room, because we found the painting.
I'm a genius.
We're all so stupid.
No, we're stupidly smart.
That's literally the whole point of us staying in this room.
And as you recall, there was another hidden doorway in the room where you released the poison.
Which only Cade knows about, and Hellware.
Yeah.
So I will mention this then.
Okay. What about your dreams?
I had 6 arms.
I was normal, but my reflection was much worse. I say much worse than I look now. and it's said to me that I would not bring joy, only sorrow, darkness.
No, I
Okay.
bring wrath, apparently.
I'd be a messenger.
And what about your dream, Raven?
Porky was dead in my arms. And yeah, something similar to you, Elias. I was told I would bring sorrow.
I think that's a sign that whatever power is inside of you is going to use you against your own loved ones.
I mean, I think we all kind of gathered that.
Been there,
In a
done
weird
that. Would
way.
rather not be doing it again.
Right, so we have to stop the evil, right?
Right. What I've been saying.
I'm my loved ones.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Well, your love of music perhaps will then be twisted.
Yes.
Your own strengths used against you, used against others. Either way, it's a sure sign that we're on a time limit, and if we don't act, then
You know,
you'll turn into this monster, this Megazord monster you've been saying about.
thinking back to it, when we took the powers, did anyone else have this feeling of something trying to mess with your minds?
Yeah, I guess.
Pretty much, I
I
suppose.
got pretty cranky for a while after that.
Yeah.
I mean, I just had someone talking to me in my head.
Feel like it
It's
was
gone very quiet as of late.
something trying to take over, even back then when we first took the powers.
Mm-hmm.
But
Sense to me.
doesn't seem like any of us took to it. But it, in hindsight, maybe that was a warning from the very get-go.
Perhaps. Regardless, I feel much better. How long were we out for?
Um, we took a long rest. So 8 hours ish.
Goodness.
But
I'm always customary, usually when you finish these sort of things, to think I would like a nice, long sleep. I don't want to sleep ever again.
I think
Nice long bath.
at the
Even I
rate that
admit it's starting to
we're
smell a bit.
at the rate that we're changing based on our powers, I think we have enough time to be able to get this resolved without handing ourselves completely over to the dark powers.
Yeah, have any of us actually changed since waking up? Like, does Porky have any extra arms or?
No, I think that was just a dream. Like, if I fail. So obviously that means that the timeline has gone further down to
Oh, yeah.
be able to fail. So that's probably something that may happen to me.
Yeah,
if I-
but that's what I'm wondering, if anything has actually changed since we woke up, or are we just the same? Ah, there you go.
Gosh darn it.
Wisdom
Had to
save.
ask. Yeah, had
It's
to.
my forte. Ah, didn't do too bad.
Okay.
I mean, I'm technically 10 foot away from Cade as well, so plus.
I love how no one GM rolled, but
Yep.
Oh,
I was about to, then everyone else wasn't, so I just rolled
Yeah.
as normal.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. I haven't got my glasses on, so I'm just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I could just about make out the word.
You know what? I'm for some reason GM roll and DM roll confuse me, because normally I'm like, yeah, DM roll, Dungeon Master roll, okay, yeah.
I need to prepare my spells.
I saw Wisdom save and was like, all right, I'll click Wisdom save. Yeah, I could do with checking my spells.
Hmm.
Oh wait, I have enough to actually have all mine.
There was one thing I had planned to do, but I don't think we have time for anymore.
What's
What's
that?
going to sanctify this place? Consecrate the ground.
That's a lot of long words, Eos.
24-hour ritual. It would have cleansed it,
Okay.
but I don't think we have time. I'll prepare something else.
If it is what I think it is, then
I
what?
mean, I
the-
don't know if it would work until we've vanquished this big evil.
The-
Otherwise, it
Oh,
may
I
just
can
become
consecrate a
infected again.
ground with the evil here. And once
Yeah,
the
but
evil detects it, it would start burning
The-
from radiant damage.
Too
yeah.
many words.
It's a moot point. It's no time for it anyway.
Would it protect from the mist though?
Maybe just Ravenloft, but not anything further than that. The rest of Barovia is at stake here as well.
Apart from the temple and 60 foot around in Valaki, because that's hallowed. If it is what I think it is.
Maybe.
Shame.
Okay, if we're all sort of getting sorted, I want to go put out the fire and go and investigate that wall.
Yeah. Shame we can't get word to Valaki to have them all go to the temple. Just in case.
I can send word. I can. I think that's what Aos would do, in fact. He's going to cast Sending. And he's going to explain as best he can in 25 words what's happening to the priestess in Valaki and tell them to get everyone inside the temple so that they don't get consumed by the mist.
Big evil, mist coming, everyone
Yeah.
in the church.
We saw the mist beginning to approach, and I began to gather people, but I will make it more urgent now. Thank you.
And, oh man, I wanted to know what happened to those. Well, I guess we'll find out later. I'm not going to worry about it now. I was going to ask what happened to those who technically have no soul.
Mm,
We will find out.
me.
Okay. Pairing spells.
Alright, so Porky, you're investigating this wall whilst that's happening.
I'll follow.
You can roll me an athletics check to try to move the wall. That is good enough. So let me open up the actual parts. That is a door.
Oh, and we probably shouldn't kill any humanoids.
Then what do we do when we come across enemies?
Knock them unconscious, throw them in a cupboard.
Non-lethal.
Like, if they're
Exactly.
not human, it's fine, but if they're human-esque, we can't kill them.
Zombies.
Can't kill them.
Vampires.
Can't kill them.
Ghouls. Werewolves.
We think
lot-
it's linked to our
Wait,
curses.
Actually, you did kill a zombie.
No, it's linked to the mist. Because, of course, it means their souls just linger and add more to the mist, I think.
We did.
Because we saw, like, when I saw those bodies up on that balcony, obviously they turned into mist. So I think they're just adding to the mist. So the more people that die, the more the mist grows. So we need to kill as few
Oh.
people as possible.
I think I missed that part.
So the souls are going.
Porky pops her head around the corner. Ayy.
So the souls are going into the mist wall, causing it to
Mm.
speed up. That's really smart.
The thing is like if the souls aren't going anywhere, but the mist seems to spread, the mist is the souls.
You're smarter than you come across.
It was a joint effort.
It's true. Cade did help a lot.
I don't believe a single word of that. But sure. Gold stars for you too.
Porky looks very pleased with herself.
The room you are looking into, this ancient hall is choked with spiderwebs broken by a single clear path down its
Sorry,
center.
what webs?
Spiderwebs. To you, Cade, looking through this, it matches the hallway you walked in your dream.
Sorry, there was a lot of emotion in there.
Elias, would you like to go first? It seems like your new sort of terrain.
I can't.
Raven,
Oh.
you can, right?
Turn on the Lantern of Revealing as well.
Can I become smaller? I can polymorph into something smaller. But...
Just curl your legs up and roll through.
Yeah, can I go in sideways?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Spiders can do it.
True. Skitter, 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 skitter.
Oh, as in vertically sideways.
Yeah.
I'm wrong there. I moved to giantess.
Does the cloak mean you can move through webs? Don't remember.
I
It's
think
spidery.
so. Web. I'm going to say the web doesn't pose difficult terrain for you, but
Okay.
it does the others. But there is a clear path down the center of this.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
And at the other end of this is a large pair of double doors.
You can't be caught in webs of any sort.
Would you like to open the door?
Peek.
I was gonna say maybe get Ian to do it.
Ooh. Do I see anything in there?
You can hear the rain and thunder outside, and the air here is cold and damp. Veils and curtains of webbing fill the room, making it hard to gauge its width and depth. A single narrow path leads to the dark center of the room, where a rope dangles from high above.
Oh, it's a chimney.
Chimney.
Oh God, it's gym class all over again.
I guess I'll start climbing up the wall.
Okay, everybody roll for initiative.
Oh, why did I have to step into this?
Of course.
Was the
Of course.
Because as soon
Oh.
as you climb the rope,
I didn't climb the rope.
you said, "Oh,
He climbs the walls, he said.
that's either way, you've triggered it now. I'm saying you accidentally brushed the rope because why not?
To be fair, Porky was gonna climb the rope anyway.
Yeah. There is a loud, long gong from the great bell mounted 50 foot overhead.
That's why I wanted to climb the rope. I was hoping.
Oh, it was attached to a bell. I would have rang that thing.
Yep. As from it comes, unfortunately, Cade's worst nightmare.
It's alright, he's hiding.
Can I seduce it?
Where
Are
is
you
it?
gonna do the spider dance? I'm Cuban Pete.
Oh no, those are really cute. That's the
My
problem.
name is Cuban Pete. I'm the king of the rumba beat.
Well, I fought these last night.
It is, it's literally doing the Cuban Pete. Put his little thingies in the air.
But yeah, I guess I'd be here, like climbing up the walls.
Yeah.
What's the
Roll.
thing I'm attuned to with Cade? Attunement.
Oh my god, there's
Yeah.
so many of them.
Yes.
It is.
Yeah. These are descending from the ceiling on webs.
It's okay if you want
How
to
high up?
take it off because stats, I'll
Well,
understand.
They're coming from near the bell, so they're like 50 foot up.
Okay.
I will roll their initiative because there's
wait.
5 of them and it's not a
I
ridiculous
can
amount.
find it on my character sheet.
I rolled the exact same thing, and it'd be like, oh yeah, I have advantage on initiative. What am I doing?
Right.
Helwia would have rolled
Just saying he would have been there.
stupidly
saying.
high somehow.
Because he has the alert. See.
Yeah.
17.
Oh god, those.
He only rolled a 17.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, Elias, you are up first. Would you like to attempt to seduce or communicate with the spiders?
I am your new queen. Love me.
I'm not even rolling it.
I mean,
I am
I
the
don't-
queen of the rumba
Yeah, I
beat.
don't think you did. Wow, that one.
Have advantage. Hey,
sure.
Cage, you're not last.
I will try and
preparing myself.
remain non-offensive for once.
Oh no, wait, Cage is still last. What? Baby? Oh no, that was the shield guardian.
I will try to
Cage is
persuade
last.
them that we are
Okay.
not their enemies.
What are you saying to them?
I am one of you. Listen to me. We are not your enemies. Nor are we your food.
Okay, roll me a persuasion check.
Don't fail me now. 19.
He's a spy. Duh.
Duh.
Oh, come on. Don't give me that
Let's-
look.
Well, they're unlikely to succeed unless they nat 20, so let's see. Nope. They look to each other and seem to chitter. You don't understand what they're saying, because you don't speak spider, but you're the spider-like. And then they all point at... Cade wouldn't look that appetizing anymore, because he's just bone.
And no one else is in view except the shield guardian, possibly, who is made of metal.
So, one of them, their head seems to like twist and move and then changes and becomes a human face. Just the face.
Of course.
And it looks at you and goes, "Why should we trust you?"
Because I am one of you?
You have disturbed our sleep. For that alone, we should eat at least one of your legs. And maybe use your bony friend there as chew toy.
Okay, this is where I disagree.
What kind of spiders are you?
We are spiders. But we're spelled with a Y.
That checks out, intelligence wise. Well, we wish to preserve your life, so please don't go down this path.
Kate's
Plus-
just shaking his head. It's like,
Can you let us go back to sleep?
Yes.
Do you promise not to attack us?
this
We-
has been a very long 6 seconds.
Yeah, we promise not to attack you. No. I
They sort of nod and they go out of an offensive stance, but I will allow the rest of them. That'll be your turn. Helwir,
I'm audibly saying this so people can hear.
Helwir will be following along. So he's not actually got there. Unfortunately, I'm going to say the Hellhound finds a way to fit, despite being a large creature. I'm just going to move it to there. This giant spider, the one below you, Elias, starts retreating back up to and leaves the battle for the time being.
Yay.
as does the one that had the human face. It is now. Actually, no, that one goes. As you have sworn not to kill us, we will tell you secret.
Okay.
There is more than one exit to this room. And I don't mean upwards, I mean where normal things, where non-spider things walk on the ground. There are 2 exits.
Thank you. We'll like watch out for this little thing, and I don't know if we're still in initiative, but I'll tie the rope higher so no one can knock into it.
Okay, it is Porky's turn if Porky wishes to do something.
But yeah, if we're in initiative, then I'll do that next time.
I mean, if I can hear this conversation.
You can hear a conversation, but I would say from your position, you're probably not aware of like a combat scenario. You're just sort of following along at this moment.
I can get to there.
You can see some giant spiders, but they don't seem to be. They just sort of seem to be hanging there.
Like, can I tell that Elias is like just having a casual conversation with these big spiders?
Roll
Just
me an
wait.
insight check.
Oh no.
I apologize in advance.
He's one of him. He's one
They're
of him.
attacking
He's
him.
one of them.
15.
Yeah.
Yes, it does appear that Elias is communicating with them.
Are
And
they friends?
Yeah. Could I fight for those fly-eating friends?
one of them looks at you, and their head shifts and becomes a face as well, a different face. Well, who you calling a fly eater? We don't eat flies. Flies are for the little spiders. We eat the zombies.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
that's just as good. They're
They're
little pests.
juicier.
They're pests as well. We agree very much.
And they're already partially rotted, so you barely have to chew.
I don't.
Good to know. Okay.
No.
Carry on. I look up the sort of bell tower.
We are not starting to like spiders.
We don't want to be going upwards, apparently. There's 2 exits to this room, floor level.
Oh, okay. Can I tell from like how well trodden things are? Because you said there was a clear path.
You can roll me a perception check or investigation, and
My perception is better than my investigation.
what do you get?
22.
That is not bad. You can't see like any footprints or anything, but you can see that this wall here is slightly different to the other walls.
Okay. Okay. Well, that basically uses up
Yep.
my turn. You know, I'm gonna use. No, that's literally all I can do. No, I'm good. There's like 2 doorways there anyway.
Yeah.
Just kick Kate out of the way.
I'm tempted to post a picture of a spider with a human face into the art, just because I found an image and it's slightly creepy and terrifying.
I think Cameron's traumatized enough.
Yeah. I'm resisting. I'm resisting the urge, Cam, for your sake.
Thank you.
So that brings us to Raven's turn. There is one spider who is not yet retreated.
I mean, I take it that I probably can't hear any fighting at all coming.
Not from
this
this.
room.
Yeah, you can't hear any fighting. That's for certain. You can hear conversation, including one voice you don't recognize.
I mean, he'll kind of come and hover at the doorway, but he's not really going to.
Yeah.
Kind of do anything. It's like he's almost like he's holding his action in case someone. But
Elias
something.
made friends with some giant spiders.
Why am I not surprised?
Apparently they eat zombies.
Oh, good to know.
Also, secret door over there.
Over
With
what?
that what you will.
That way?
Top sort of, yeah, that way.
Okay. Can I have a
Would you-
peek?
Yeah, you can roll me an investigation or perception check to see if you can work. I'd say investigation actually in this case, as it's trying to work.
Luck.
You can definitely
Ooh,
like look.
Look.
Yeah, you could look.
La. Come on. Damn it.
Would you like to look again?
No, I'm not going to use them all up.
Okay. I will say you can find like a small crack where you can tell where like that there is a passage here, but you can't work out how to open it.
Okay.
And this last spider sort of turns to you, Raven, and
Ew.
looks at you. Its face changes and becomes a face very similar to your own. And it just sort of seems to stare at you. And then shakes its head before retreating.
Should I take that as a compliment or
We should call him Albert.
Albert?
Yeah.
Why Albert?
And that is the end of the combat.
Nice. So
Initiative is over.
So you found a secret door over where Raven is.
Yeah.
But there are supposedly 2 exits to this room.
Okay, so where's...
Yeah, and you
I'm going to stand over here, well, skitter over here, and I'm going to use the Wand of Secrets because we've never used it.
Yep. You use the Wand of Secrets and it indicates this wall. Because there are 2 exits to this room and one of them is the one you came in by.
But that's an entrance.
But an entrance can be an exit, depending on which way you're going.
I don't like you, James.
Okay, can I try and push the door open?
Yes, you can. You can try an athletics check.
This is where it
Up
turns
to
out
this
to be a
point,
pull
you
door.
could have caught up by this point.
Oh,
Wow, Porky, what was that?
Porky,
It's
you
definitely a pull door.
try to push against this and you break a nail.
To be fair, I don't think Porky really has nails.
Yeah. But
Everyone has nails.
I mean, he's
it's-
been working as a blacksmith.
yeah, but it's sort of like where like the
It bends
end
back.
nail- Yeah, yeah. So it hurts. Not enough to do damage, but it hurts.
I kick the wall. And then I
Okay.
rage.
You take 1 point of damage from toe stubbage.
Fine.
Yep.
But then... Yeah, okay, fine.
Would anyone else?
I do have
I'll
a crowbar.
I'll have Hellweir try an investigation check, see if he can work it out.
I don't know why I'm blowing on my cold drink.
To warm it up.
Force of habit.
Hellweir has a bit of a look round. Then it's just like he just sort of considers it, and it's like, and I can't do Tank's voice, so I'll just have the echo speak. You know what? I reckon it's a pull door, and you're pushing.
No one asked your opinion.
Well, I'm giving it. It's free.
I kick Echo Hellwood. That's free too.
Yeah. Well, as I often say, just because it's freedom of speech, don't mean it's freedom of consequence.
So I go over and I pull the door open.
Let's check again. And if you're using your crowbar, you can have advantage. Okay, with that, not only do you sort of prise it open, you basically prise it open with enough force that you sort of fling the doorway across, narrowly missing the part and it slams into the wall.
I
And
was
you just
hoping
hear
I
one
could
of
use the door to squash Echo Hellwit.
and you just hear you squash Echo Hellwit, and then Hellwit resummons him because it's a useful
Achievement
thing.
unlocked.
But you just hear one of the spiders from up above. Keep it down there. Some of us are
Sorry.
trying to sleep.
Sorry.
Apologies.
And you are met with a large metal tower, which I shall put the artwork for it. Actually, you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm just going to share it here. That is what you are met with, though you cannot see the door.
Instant fortress.
And atop the tower, swirling around, you can see mist and hear the sound of wailing, and that is where we shall take a short break.
Oh.
Okay, we'll be back in 5 minutes.
Right, we resume with the party. They have found a hidden doorway which is revealed an octagonal vault free of dust and cobwebs. The domed ceiling 40 feet above is painted black and sparkles with a display of stars in unfamiliar constellations. Barely contained within this vault is a square tower 20 feet on a side and 30 feet high, with arrow slits on all sides and a battlemented roof. And from the top and from the topmost arrow slits, you can see mist pouring, or perhaps being drawn in. It's hard to tell.
A castle within a castle. Not something you see every day.
Do you think there's a mini Strahd in there?
Only one way to find out.
I ain't
Strahd.
gonna fit in that.
It's 30 feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
30
Oh,
feet by
okay,
30 feet.
okay. I can fit in 30 feet.
20 feet on a side. But you cannot see an entranceway.
But you
And
said there's
no-
mist pouring from the top.
Yeah, from the top, and you can see it coming from the arrow slits near the top as well.
Like, two of you guys can climb walls, right?
With ease.
Have at it.
And two
Okay.
of them can fly.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you can fly. What?
I'd rather climb.
Right.
It's just me and Porky who can't do anything.
I'll
We
fly
can
over.
do lots of things. We just can't do anything fancy, but we get the job done.
Yeah.
Now, as you... To bring back an old joke, as everyone knows, Hellway has that adamantine war pig.
Wait, done?
We do know that. We do know that, right?
Where do you get that?
Do I?
Come on, guys, this is old news. Get with it. Jesus Christ.
This tower seemingly is made of the same material.
Hmm.
Imagine how much that must have cost someone. Got to have at least been 20 gold.
That's a lot.
Yes, it's at least 20 gold.
At least.
Yes.
Adamant.
We climb to the top.
Just remember to watch out for the mist.
Yes. At the top, second. Oh, there is some. Sorry, I'm just trying to find a thing. There appears to be a trapdoor on the roof, but it is seemingly made of that same material. And you can see the mist flowing out of it, or flowing into it.
Huh.
Hmm.
Is it openable?
You can try.
I mean, would it be an idea to get our friends up here first?
Yeah.
I mean, one of you can ride Elias. He's big enough. He's a large creature.
Yeah, they can.
I'll Sorry, how tall was this tower again? Sorry.
It's 30 foot tall, so
30
you
foot.
could easily lower a rope.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll lower a rope down, secure it somehow, and lower it down.
I think Porky has the broom, so she can just fly up.
Oh yeah!
Yep.
I can fly!
I can't use it, so
Yep.
I gave it to you.
Is it attunement?
No, you just.
Nope.
Sweet.
So I lower this rope down. As soon as I lower it down, you come up the other way, like Aladdin and Jasmine.
And I cackle like a hag too.
I'll carry Hellway up.
Before you go up, I'll cast Aid on Porky. At
As
4th level.
I'm gonna say, as Porky cackles, a witch's hat appears atop their head.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you have become a witch.
No, not just Porky.
Yeah, I was like, just Porky?
No,
Oh, I thought
I'm
that
gonna
was about
cast
the
it
hat
on
situation.
Porky, myself, and Cade.
Thank you. How many points is that?
15.
Dope. Thank you. Maths.
Would this be a good time to pop our symbols of heroism?
Possibly.
If we think inside here is what we think is inside here.
I mean, considering the mist is oozing out of this thing, might be an idea, right?
Yeah,
How long does it last?
I believe is it 1 hour or 5 hours? Can't remember. 8 hours, sorry. Either 1 or 8.
1 minute.
Heroism charm. It lasts for 1 hour.
1 hour?
Yeah.
Yep, do it. I'm gonna pop mine.
Yeah,
Same.
1 hour you get 10 temporary hit points, and you are under the effect of the bless spell. No concentration required.
Interesting.
Ridiculous. Yep,
Yeah.
we'll do it.
Okay, so I'll pop
We
that.
need
as well.
every last ounce before we go in.
10 temporary hit points, was that, yeah?
Yep. And Porky, you haven't changed your health?
Yes, I have.
Your max.
Yeah, I have. I've got it on my sheet as a plus 15.
Oh,
It's otherwise I'm gonna get confused, so I've done it a different way.
Oh.
Fine, I can see it on my sheet. Just the green bar doesn't account for it, but there is a gap.
well, you should be on.
It's easier for me to math this way.
Well, you should be on 110 right now.
She is,
If
but
you-
she's just done it a different way.
It's just easier for my brain to math this way.
It says each creature's current hit points maximum.
No, that's fine. No,
Yeah,
it's cool.
Yeah, Porky's just
Should
not
just done it
displaying
another
on their
way.
thing, they're noting it another way.
Yeah.
It's not just maximum, it's current hit points. I've
Yeah.
healed you for 15.
Yes, and I have.
But noting it in a separate
fine,
thing,
just
so
leave it.
they are showing as
How you do it,
110.
then, that's how you do it.
So
It's 95.
Yeah.
She
They've just
knows
got.
what she's got. That's what's important.
So if you're at 0 HP, you're at 15?
yeah.
Where'd the giant
Well, they're
dog
based-
come from?
Add up. It just confuses everyone else because we can see your HP. Anyway. Also going to cast Death Ward on myself.
Good show.
Anyone else using heroism?
Yeah, I'm gonna use mine.
I've used it too.
Let's see, what else have I got that's worth using? Youth potion.
What does
Go on.
that do?
I do have a potion of necrotic resistance.
Might be a good shout for someone.
Sorry, from the heroes thing, that's 10 temporary hit points, isn't it?
Yeah.
And temporary hit points don't stack.
Do they not?
Not that I'm aware of.
I'm using a potion of necrotic resistance.
Unless anyone can clarify.
What now?
Temporary hit points, they don't stack, do they?
No,
Is
I-
that right? Is there
Well,
anyone not using their hero one?
Me.
What have you got temporary hit points from?
Well, using the hero's blessing
Yeah.
10, doesn't it?
Yeah, but you're saying it doesn't stack.
No, no, because I've got a spell that can give temporary hit points.
Oh, do you? What's
Raven
that?
did take
Raven.
one of the potions.
No.
Yes, a raven. If you can
Right.
do.
I'll walk up to Raven and I will cast False Life.
Oh,
giving 1d4 plus 4 temporary hit points.
roll. Oh, and you rolled a 4. Nice.
So it's 8.
Because, yep,
I've already got 17 temporary hit points currently on me, so does that
Oh.
get added?
We would have.
I think that's expired by
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
Yeah,
would
that
have
was-
expired
that
from the
was-
long rest.
That was from my Twilight. Thankfully.
In
I
fact,
don't. I'm never sure how they work. I've hardly been hit, so they've just sat there.
Yeah,
you've learned your
um,
lesson for the
Temp-
first half.
Yeah.
Temporary hit points go away normally on a long rest unless they're
Yeah.
eaten through.
Uh,
So-
in that case, I will also cast aid, and I will give 15 temporary hit. 15 max hit points to.
Casting at 4th level.
Huh?
Casting at 4th level.
God no.
Well, then it's 5 then.
Oh, 5. Okay. Well,
Sec-
still gonna.
Second level it's 5, third level it's 10.
Oh,
And it
okay,
doesn't-
right.
And temporary hit points don't stack, apparently.
No, but this
is
is max.
This is
Max.
temporary hit points. This is actual hit points.
Oh, this is
And-
max.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll
Oh,
give that
eight's weird.
to Raven, Helwir, and Elias.
so how many is that?
5
Five.
additional.
5 max. And current. Lastly, I also have a potion of invulnerability.
So
And
the
I
8
think
is temporary. 5 goes on this one.
Yep.
I'll just.
Uh,
this is get confusing. for me.
I've got a potion of invulnerability.
Lots of numbers.
as well.
You
Have
know
you?
you're in the right area when your health starts to look like a maths equation.
Yes, I do have a potion of invulnerability.
excellent. Okay then. Yeah.
So that's resistance to all damage, isn't it?
I do also have a potion of growth.
Ooh.
You should bring that too.
Drink
But
it
I'd
when
say
you're-
I'd say drink that when we find out what said big bad is.
Yeah, I'm gonna have it
Potion
ready
probably
then.
lasts an hour though.
Yeah, but what I mean is we still have to get in there first, and this doesn't exactly look like.
It's alright. I'll have it like on hand. ready
Yeah,
to
yeah,
go.
yeah.
Yeah, but that's a whole lot.
I have an egg launcher.
That's 1d4 hours. Jeez. You could be in large for like 4 hours potentially.
Assuming
Right, so I want to be able to fit in the building first,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
then have it, not get stuck outside the building because I can't fit
In
through the
theory,
trapdoor.
otherwise, if you can't get in as large, then we're not taking that shield guard in, or Elwir, Hound, or even Elias.
Exactly, which means you need all the people in there that can fit in there.
Quick question. If I was to apply poison to the tentacle rod, would that work or not?
I would
Weapons. So yeah, you
say-
can apply.
Yeah, I guess.
Right, then I'm going to apply
It would probably be only good for one hit.
poison to it, which is a 3d6 poison, which I've had for weeks.
Do we want to go with the same strategy as before?
What was that?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, holy hell, we're hen. Yeah. Look,
Sorry.
holy
I really
hen.
wish you guys would stop calling it that.
But do we want to do
It's-
that?
It's so creepy.
Do we want to do that once we come across the enemy, or do we want to do it
What
before?
about the sushi slapper?
Oh, well, it lasts an hour, so I could use it now.
Yeah, it lasts as long as our heroism. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. I'm also going to apply poison to the tentacle rod.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Now it's only we're tentacle poison. Extravaganza. Alright, sure. I'm going to cast Holy Weapon on it. Only a bonus action. Dude. Any more buff?
no, it's like a holy hentai slimy rod.
How long do the potions of invulnerability last for?
I don't know. A minute.
I think.
Oh, I'm gonna hold on to that.
You can fast hand it anyway, so
Oh yeah, this is what I was thinking. I can first hand it myself or to someone else if they're getting their ass handed to them.
true. True.
So I'll keep hold of that.
That's amazing. Can I do any buffs? Just make it even worse.
I
I can give you
actually
even vulnerability if you want.
how many people here don't have a holy weapon?
I don't have any magical weapon.
Because I'm just looking through my bag and I've got 4 holy water oils sitting in here.
I have a bottle of holy water.
Nothing holy for me, thank you.
Yeah, no, don't give
Oh.
me
No.
I'll apply
I
the
think Raven might
oil
burn up
to-
first.
I'll apply the oil to Porky's axe.
Nice.
What does it
You
do?
get 88 radiant damage on your first hit. Sorry, 2d6, I think.
Yeah.
Not holy weapons, just holy water.
Yeah.
Cool.
Anyone else? I've got 3 more.
I was gonna say, can I technically put holy oil on the the sunblade?
Technically, no, because he's not got a blade.
That's a
Right.
good point, actually.
Just
Yeah.
like,
But if it's holy oil, then it would make the fire burn more.
probably just save it for subsequent strikes. Don't forget, you can apply that as a bonus action.
And an
Yeah.
extra foot of fire onto the end of the
A
book.
holy
Yeah.
flamethrower.
I'll keep hold of them for now. What else do I have? I've got so much crap.
I
Hold
just
on.
want to say that we haven't actually 100% confirmed that we're fighting something right here, right now. We're just getting answers.
But only
here.
applying buffs that last an hour or more.
I'm going to reach into my rust bag of tricks.
Oh no.
Let's see what I get.
More?
An owl.
Yeah!
We have an owl.
I have an owl.
Who did
You
that?
heard the man. Congrats on that.
Yes, I now have an owl, James.
Right.
Fair enough.
Should we get going now, or is anybody else got anything?
I was
that's
hoping
okay.
for the brown bear.
We have Raven.
Oh, the giant boar or the lion could have been nice as well.
Okay.
I think that's everything I can apply.
Impatient xylophone noises.
I don't think
Alright. Let's head out then.
I help.
Oh, the lever, bro.
Yeah.
Now my brain just suddenly went, don't you open that trap door! Because there's something down there. That takes me.
Oh,
I don't know that reference.
You never watched Trapdoor as a kid?
No.
Ah,
literally have the VA.
search for it and like listen to the opening theme music. You will not regret.
So
Are we going in?
yeah. So
Okay.
so we're going in.
Yeah.
Also,
Hold on, one
That's
last
my
thing.
age. So
I'm just going to mention that the Shield Guardian still has polymorph in it. If we want to turn the owl into something much bigger. We could turn the owl into something bigger.
Can we turn the owl into a giant ape?
We could. We could do.
No, okay. Can we at
There's
least
a trigger set
make
on that
this
polymorph, by the way.
fight somewhat
Yeah, you
harder for ourselves?
Polymorph is
Please.
only going to use it when someone drops below half, I believe.
Yeah, but Cade can activate it whenever he wants.
I
Mm,
want to struggle with this. I want to mentally be strained for this last fight. No.
Oh,
Oh, I changed. That's why.
fine.
you
Okay,
know
then.
what? I'm going to do something now.
It's just funny that you summoned an owl and we could technically turn that owl into
I'm going to
something.
use Eyes of the Night. And
Oh, I've got my
Allow-
night goggles on. It's great.
it allows everyone dark vision up to 300 feet. So screw your night goggles. It's late.
Oh.
way better. And
Okay.
you can see in the dim light as if it was bright. And yeah, I'm going to share that with everyone within up to 10 feet of me. Up to my wisdom modifier. Yeah. Cool. Hold on. You've got night vision, but we're waiting for dark vision. Walkies, that makes you dark vision more fun.
Yeah, we got dark vision as half elves.
It's basically just me, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, you know what? We'll give some extra vision to you, Elias. And some extra vision to go with extra vision to Cade
Hmm?
and Walkie. Basically, you have a range. You have dark vision out to a range of 300 feet now, rather than your usual 60.
Nice.
It lasts out. Also, one last thing. I'm going to cast Vigilant Blessing on you, Cade. You have advantage on the next initiative check.
Oh, thanks.
Because you need it.
All right, we're good.
We good?
We good?
We good? Right. So we've carted everyone to the top. We've all prepared our stuff. We try and open the trapdoor.
It is quite firmly shut.
Can I attempt to thieves' tools it?
You can try.
How big is the trapdoor, by the way?
About 5 feet.
I was gonna
Each
say,
side.
but we were muted our system.
Can I?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I know this is going to open, but I was going to say, can I use the pigments to extend the trapdoor to be big enough to fit the rest of us? Because otherwise, I'm not getting in.
Can you do what to make it?
Use the pigments to draw the trapdoor bigger. Like extend it.
That's pretty cool.
And just also paint away the lock.
I could do that, but again, it's still 5 foot. But yeah, I could paint away the lock.
Paint over the key. Oh, it would be funny. Maybe try painting it first. Is there actually a physical lock? Like a
Nope.
keyhole?
Either that, if I can't interact with the trapdoor that's already there, then I'll draw a trapdoor around the trapdoor, so it's like 2 different sections that open.
Is there some sort of mark?
Chris,
Yeah.
this is a really interesting question because I don't know the answer to this. This is essentially a Giant's Instant Fortress. That's what this is. Would pigments work on that?
Oh. It's gotta read the pigment. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just quickly looking
If
this up.
the object or terrain becomes real, non-magical object. Okay, yeah, gonna make non-magical things. So
Chris, your microphone's gone muffled again. Or is that my ears again?
No, it was.
No, it is my fault.
yeah, it says non-magical.
There we go.
So you can't really change an already magical thing, probably.
Yeah. So you wouldn't know this, but that was just me confirming. So you tried to paint on the thing, but nothing happens. The paint just remains inert.
That's not good. How are we gonna get in?
Oh, is there some sort of arcane lock on it?
Nope.
You know, if is there an inscription or anything?
Nope.
Is it just
Not that you-
like stuck?
Everyone roll me an Arcana check.
Because I have arcane lock. I would know if there's something fishy going on.
Oh,
Hey, Raven.
Oh,
Right, Raven. This is where things get interesting. And Elias as well, I will say. Both of you have heard, probably Elias through stories, which is why he doesn't have as concrete an answer, but Raven, you've probably encountered things like this before in your journeys, or perhaps something that your cousin had, or something like that. So this is a giant instant fortress. It is a tower of adamantine, and really the only way to open it is with the right command word. The other way to open it is to break through sheer force, but it is heavily resistant to damage because it is adamantine. It would be possible to break through, but it will take a little bit of time.
So you need the magic password.
Yes.
I'd pull out my adamantine scimitar and hand it to Porky.
We break through with adamantine.
Or
Yes.
would they know if it's a particular type of damage that's more effective as well?
No. Basically, it is immune to non-magical damage
Oh.
and resistant to magical damage.
What about if it's an adamantine weapon? Because that... No?
That's technically non-magical, so
Eh.
yeah, and also you're not trying to break through something with a scimitar seems an odd choice.
Well, I haven't got a warhammer anymore.
Yeah, it's almost like maybe you should have kept that.
No.
Well, we can just try to quickly figure out the password.
Yeah.
Open sesame.
It's no fun, it's no Blinsky.
God of Secrets.
Strahd is the land.
I say you just use the same power that you acquired in the Amber Temple to simply force it open. That eldritch energy I've seen blast from your hands, Porky Raven.
I mean, I can try, but it's not nearly as strong as what I can do with my axe.
You'd be surprised.
Everyone roll me an intelligence check.
That should be fun.
Doors. Can't get through.
Oh my god!
Okay, Raven and Elias.
Again.
Remember, this and Eos as well. This tower is not whatever inside its tower. This is Strahd's tower. So think of what Strahd.
Tatiana.
Tatiana, yeah.
And the door opens.
Bing, bing,
Of
bing.
course. Is it
What
still
a-
a,
Secret minds think alike.
still a 5-foot door though?
What a creep.
And seemingly, as the door opens, you are all transported to the next chamber.
Oh,
More teleportation.
at least we didn't have to worry about the 5-foot trapdoor.
Goddamn trapdoors. What the? Oh my god, I'm huge.
That is your actual size.
I mean, as Elias, I know I'm huge.
Is it snowing?
No, you appear to be surrounded, like the floor is mist.
The floor is lava.
The floor is lava.
These things in the corners.
Sorry, what was that, James? I missed that.
I'll slap you. I'll find you. I will come to your house and slap you. Who am I missing? I'm missing Porky.
Misting.
And you also have an owl, don't you?
Yeah.
Yes, I have an owl.
Why can't I see your health, Cade?
Oh, I might have put Cade on the wrong layer. I put Cade on the wrong layer. Give me a moment. I was trying to do this setup beforehand, and then whilst you were doing things, I basically built this map quickly because screw using the map that I had provided. Like, oh.
Oh, you
I-
built this one.
Yeah, quickly. So ignore what is in the corners. It's just wall, and that's just what I've used as a quick wall, basically. Okay. So, as you stand there, having appeared in this room, the mist before you begins to coalesce and form, and forms into this.
What the hell is that?
It's Voldemort!
That's what I've seen in the vials.
The tormented, twisted faces of tormented souls.
As that starts coalescing, I cast invisibility on myself.
Wow. So that is
Yeah.
the sole reason for all this torture.
Oh, shut up.
And at this point, it's sort of one of the faces just smiles and goes, and so many friends. So many friends. Well, I've brought some friends of my own. Would you like to meet them?
No.
And then from the mist also forms
What
several.
the hell is your health, Elias?
What? I'm sorry, what?
Your health.
Yeah, what is up with your health?
You have
Look at the
113 out of 0.95762711864406778.
As out of the mist form 4 very familiar figures.
Oh my lord.
Ah,
Elias, drink this quickly. Potion and vulnerability.
To who? Wait, you give it to
Drink
who?
it. You
Me?
drink it.
Okay,
Yes.
I drink it.
Right.
I also
Everybody
had the
roll.
potion of growth in my hand ready, and I'm
Yeah,
drinking
so
that
you-
now.
Okay. Well, allow that one. Allow those quick actions, but that.
Well, I was holding the bottle ready for when we got
Yeah,
inside.
exactly.
Fast
So-
hands, potion of invulnerability.
Yeah, well, that'll be on your.
Roll for initiative.
Ooh.
Our allies.
Here we go. Is the one.
oh, but I
You
got
got
a
a
6. It was worth it.
Oh my lord, what is wrong with you? Oh boy.
Right.
Kid!
I
Kid!
We should have recruited so many NPCs. Wait, where's Bjarkin's faithful ally as well?
He's not here.
Oh.
He impaled himself on his own sword.
Oh, yeah.
Not Bjarken.
That makes sense.
Hmm?
Yeah. So, let us begin with this creature known as the Dream Vestige. And let's start strong. It points at you as a group, and I'm fully aware that something may happen in this case, but actually, no, let's start off more fun first of all. After all, you've got your pet. Let's bring out mine.
Have we?
Yeah, you've got your Hellwere Hound.
Oh, take the owl.
Yeah, where's my L token, James?
No, you can do one if it's going on the turn order.
What? You do realise owls are familiars which can be used to gain advantage every turn.
No.
Yeah, I want my advantage. That's alright.
The help action is legit. And one reason why a wizard would use one familiar in combat.
There's an enemy hellhound.
And and what you know, its initiative is after the person who's in control of it. So it's gonna walk up. It's gonna line up. Probably there, let's say. And
I'm
let's.
invisible.
Doesn't matter. It's not aiming for you in that way. Actually. Yeah, let's have it use its improved version of the fire breath. So I'm gonna say, and this will be for yours as well, because I forgot to do this. It's actually a 20-foot cone now instead.
Right.
Oh.
So yeah, so Raven, Halwir, Porky, and Elias, I need dex saves from you.
Is that a save?
Yes, that is.
I take no damage, thanks to Shield Master.
I take a quarter damage.
Shield Master.
Yeah,
Yep,
if I pass a dex save, then I take no damage.
Yep, so that is.
I take half, you take none.
Let me check that just in case. I know it is.
No, you're right. You are entirely correct.
None?
Yeah,
Evasion.
because of your evasion.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah.
everyone succeeds, so you'll take half of the 21 damage, or whatever, like 0 for Elias, 0 for Raven. Why is it a quarter for you, Helwir?
Because I saved and I drank a potion of vulnerability.
Okay, so that'd be 6 damage for you and 12 damage for Porky.
So I'll take the 6 off my temporary hit points.
Yep, and then
Does the Hellhound get hit?
it's immune.
Oh yeah, so it is. I was like, is it immune or is it vulnerable? Or not vulnerable. The
Resist.
resistant. Yes.
What layer actions did I give this thing?
Oh, well, we're going to die.
Right.
Maybe not.
Let's have a
Not
look.
Some of you may die. It's a sacrifice I'm willing to.
Question, James, because I got hit, do I lose my invisibility?
No.
Didn't think so, but it's the first time I've ever used the spell, so I don't know
Okay.
how it works.
Looks amongst the party, and considering it knows most of you, it would know who to target. So let's consider this. This is between two of you. Who would be most interesting? Who would be most interesting? It seems to be gazing between two of you, Chaos and Porky. Actually, no, it can't even do it on Porky because Porky is too big now, I think. Yep. Okay.
Too
In
big?
which
Big.
case, I would like a charisma saving throw from you, Chaos.
Plus
Charisma?
4.
Charisma is a speciality.
Plus 4 as well.
Oh.
Oh, well, plus 3. So,
Yeah.
18?
Sorry, like a 9.
19. No,
Yeah. Right. So
no,
what
it's
seems-
20.
20, yeah.
What seems to happen to you? You sort of feel it's a strange sensation. It seems to glare at you, and there's like a bright light that seems to hit at you, and you see your shadow behind you lengthen and seemingly start to tear away from you, and then
Vanish?
it stops.
Oh,
Your shadow is still there.
Does that seem like a spell to us?
you tried to banish me, I think.
Nope.
No, it's not a spell. Okay.
Yeah. And it also, it's technically had something that had a turn, so technically it could also do that. But so I'm just gonna have it. You no, it won't. It won't use that yet. We'll wait. Which brings us round to Raven's turn. to you there. Go back
Oh,
there.
Right. I don't particularly want to get up and close with this thing quite yet, so I'm gonna fire off a few blasts of Eldritch Blasts at it.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Ooh.
Okay, so let me just check if you. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
You can see he kind of like dives under Porky's legs and shoots them. He shoots like
Nice.
a giant thing at the moment.
Okay, so
All of the action rolls.
2 of those hit,
Okay.
and I will roll on the critical hit table for you. Unfortunately, that one doesn't take any effect, so that's
Bum, bum, bum.
23 damage.
And then what I will do, I am going to place a Hexblade's Curse on it, if I can.
Nice.
Yep.
That's my bonus action, yeah.
Okay,
So I'll put it in the chat there.
Yeah, okay. Interesting. Putting a curse on the creature that cursed. That's interesting.
Curseception.
Yep.
Is that you can curse, so can I.
See, the thing about, like, obviously, Irina can use this too, but she never gets to use it because the thing is always dead before she can put it on.
Don't normally use it because I usually use my bonus action to use the dash or disengage, so...
It's such a cool thing, but I very rarely get to use it.
Right, so I have a quick question, James.
Mm-hmm.
Now, obviously, I know a hellhound is effectively an embodiment of fire, but we've had it where I've sort of been able to touch the hellhound and not get burnt, things like that. Is that technically the case, or should that not be happening?
For your hellhound, yes.
I can, yeah?
Yep.
Great, I'm going to climb on its back.
Okay.
Oh.
And so that'll put me 5. Right, can I do something a bit out of turn order and get the hellhound to move forward before I do anything? I attack.
You can hold your action to attack technically, and you could get sneak attack on that, but you wouldn't be able to do more than just an action.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll hold my action to use the holy tentacle rod,
Yep.
and I want the hellhound to get up close and personal with this one. That's 5, and I'm sort of on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sort of on its back.
Amazing.
So the hellhound's going to bite the one right in front of it.
Yep.
So that's that.
That does hit, but obviously it doesn't do the fire damage. It just
Yep.
does normal damage.
And I'm going to attack the ghost spirit thing with the holy poison tentacle rod.
Okay.
So 1 attack,
Hit.
2,
Hit.
and 3.
Hit.
So the first attack's 1 plus I need to roll 3d6 poison. I need a DC 12 con save.
Unfortunately, as the poison hits in it, it licks it off your weapon.
Okay, that's good to know. And then I need the holy damage, which is
2d8.
3d8.
2.
Or 2d8, sorry. So that's 8 for 9 damage for the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Second attack, 5 plus 2d. And the third is another 5 plus 14, 16, 25.
41 damage, I believe.
And it also can't. Sorry, I need to look at the.
No, it now needs to make a con save,
Yes.
which it passes,
Uh,
which means it is not under the effect of the extra thing.
yep. It doesn't matter, but that's my invisibility broken. I
Yep.
wouldn't have got sneak attack because it's not a
It's not a finesse weapon or anything.
finesse.
Wait,
Yeah,
did you have your first attack with advantage?
it would have been, yeah, because I was
So you
invisible.
would have had, yeah, you would have had an advantage
Keep
before you would have had
just
sneak.
to see if it does any like crit. Just
Alright,
roll
let me-
it.
You just need advantage for
Nah,
sneak attack.
Yeah, but it has to be with a finesse weapon in order to benefit from sneak attack, or a
Sure.
ranged weapon. Tentacle rod
Sure.
doesn't count.
Yeah.
but either way, it wasn't a crit.
Yeah.
Um,
Right. So
yeah, it's my turn.
Elias.
Knowing what I know about Casimir, I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Step back out of the way. You see him strum something, and this electric crosses across his fingers, and he runs his hand up the strings, and it shoots out across all of them for synaptic static.
Remember, please don't kill the humanoids.
Synaptic static.
True, but they're likely to kill us.
Wow, Katrina. Oh wait, you have advantage, but still, wow. Okay,
Come on.
so I'll use that symbol. Casimir also has advantage. No, Casimir
Doesn't have
does
advantage.
not.
Ooh.
Let me just check ranges. You've moved exactly out of range.
Yes, that's why I did it. Because I learnt counterspell from Casimir.
Oh, wait. Counterspell. Let me remind myself.
60
Did
foot
I-
60
range.
foot. 60 foot range.
Let me check something. Oh, yeah. Let's actually see if this works. Because Casimir's not the only one with counterspell here. As the big thing decides to use counterspell.
Oh no.
So,
Hey,
it's-
Haven't you got counterspell alive?
One sec. I believe I
want
do.
to try to counterspell the counterspell.
I can.
Good.
Always happens.
I could do that. I could do that. Yeah, sure.
It failed its counterspell anyway.
Oh,
Huh?
It didn't manage to
ooh.
roll high enough because obviously so Casimir also fails disappointingly, but that's fine.
It has counterspell. Oh, the big thing has counterspell.
Right, now,
That's-
Interesting.
That is interesting.
it needs to make an intelligence save. It has advantage. It makes the save very easily.
I figured it would just have a resistance anyway.
The Archon the Arcan's in the range of it, right?
Yeah, it is 20-foot radius, so it's all of them.
Huh. The Arcan's immune to the damage from it.
Oh, because it's psychic.
Okay.
Yep.
But he takes the effect at
Are we
least.
going to talk about the fact that Bjarkan rolled a 0?
I thought Bjarkan wasn't a construct. That's what was told so many times to me.
Yep.
Does the chicken take the damage though?
I will say, you see the armor that is Bjarkan. You're not sure if you see the chicken.
Oh no, the chicken!
But it looks like everybody failed, so we'll take the negative effect of it, apart from the big thing.
What about the Hellway Hound? The second, the one that isn't being ridden by Hellway.
Yep. Well, let's try it. Nope, that also fails, so... Oh, hey, we
Yeah.
use after just... So
Yeah.
17 damage.
And I will.
Oh, wow. But it would be... Wow, sorry. This person's just got an interesting ability.
I'm sorry, what?
Interesting.
And I'll give inspiration to Cade
Okay.
as a bonus action. So you're inspired with a D8.
What is D10 at this point?
That's what I'm looking at.
Is it half damage on snap if
If they pass, yeah.
Never remember, it's been a while since I've used that spell. You take none.
Oh, it is. It's a D10.
Let's go legendary action and Hellhound and thus Hellweir would be in range of this. I think.
What are you doing to me?
You're technically riding it, so you'd be. Let me just move your token to where you'd technically be, and I'll put you to the front. No. What the? This map of all things should not be lagging. There's nothing on it. Right, what the hell?
Oh. Oh, it hasn't done health because if you mess with either of them, it changes both of them. That's why I just realised.
That wasn't. Yeah, I'll fix that in a second.
It's all right.
I'm just trying to work out why the layering thing isn't working. So, Hellweir, get to the front. Now, the Hellhound should be beneath you. Okay, whatever. So, I'm just going to disconnect the Hellweir Hound from that sheet. Just a second. And then I'll fix the damage sort of thing. Do that. 17. Is your token appearing as on top of the Hellhound or not, Hellweir?
It's on top for me.
Okay, just roll 20, being roll 20. Okay, so based on your positioning, because this is where tokens would, so you'd be able to bring as well. In which case, it won't. You're just out of its reach, I think.
Nice.
Just checking. Yeah. Okay. In which case, Chaos's turn.
Okay. So I think we'll start with. I'm concentrating on a spell already, so my turn's going to be pretty quick. I am simply going to channel divinity and use my Twilight Sanctuary. And so for a minute, the sphere of twilight emanates from me in a 30-foot radius, and so long as people end their turn on it, it grants everyone temporary hit points equal to my cleric level, and they can't be. Well, it ends also frightened and charm effects, but it's not a big deal. That's just my action, and then my bonus action, I'm going to use wings, steps of the night. So I will lift up off the ground with these ethereal wings. I'll fly up about 10 foot into the air, roughly here. And that's my go.
Okay. So just right. So
I am going to point out that Porky rolled a 12, but she's down the bottom of the turn order.
So you are. Why is that?
Because rolling with advantage, and I've rolled a 5 for my second roll. So it put
Yep.
me down the bottom.
Okay, let me just check something, because it might be you first, or it could be Casimir. I'll see what the tiebreaker shows.
Higher decks.
So,
I rolled a 12.12.
okay, so Porky has 12.
Something else I'll do as a free action is I'll pull out the icon of Ravenkind. Not the icon of Raven. Yeah, it is the icon.
Okay, so
Icon of Ravenloft. And I'll just hold it aloft.
yeah. Okay, I believe that requires something to activate it, doesn't it? It's not just...
No, there is something else that it is simply working. It has a passive effect. I'm just holding it aloft in the air.
Okay, you'll have to remind me what it is. It's technically Casimir up before you.
It is protection from evil and good in a 30-foot radius.
Okay. How... Okay, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting.
That's me.
Okay,
Also, don't forget that we've also got Bless active in the heroism.
yeah.
So if you're rolling saving throws, guys, you have a D4 to those.
Yeah, let me just
Oh yeah.
find myself how something works.
I'll say, we'll drive back this mist. We'll free Barovia.
Technically, even if Bjarkan wasn't there, Bjarkan is immune to the effects of synaptic static entirely. Their
Okay.
intelligence is too low.
Oh.
However, he is afraid of fire.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah.
He is. Oh yeah.
Okay. So, Casimir will... Casimir... Oh, do I want to do that? Do I want to do that? Yeah, let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Casimir charges forward. And let me check something, just in case there's a bullet thing he can do.
I'm trying not to kill you, Casimir. Don't just deliver yourself on my plate. Come on. You know better.
Let's go for active. Then, yeah. Let's bring out this.
Going to spell.
And Sentinel.
Sentinel doesn't trigger on magic. It's only on attack rolls, I'm pretty sure.
You just used your react. Oh no, you haven't.
No,
You
I
didn't use
haven't
counter
used
spell
it.
in the end, did you?
No, I didn't need to use it.
Cool.
Okay, and you will have to roll me a charisma check.
Charisma check. Come on, don't fail me now. You didn't fail me now.
When a creature
Nope.
within 5 feet of you makes an attack against
Actually,
a target. Oh, yeah.
He's not making an attack. He's casting a spell.
That's an attack,
no.
isn't it?
No, it's not.
It doesn't count. You need Mage Slayer for that.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
In which case, because he is now in range, he will counterspell your counterspell.
Oh. Oh wait. Can he counterspell while doing a spell?
Yes.
I didn't think that was possible.
Yes. Because you just did it earlier. He was about to do it when you cast Synaptic Status.
Because
Oh, yeah,
it's
fair
a
point, yeah.
reaction. You can only cast an action and a bonus action spell, but a reaction is different.
Okay, that's
Yep.
yeah, that's true. Right.
It's
So,
kind of cards going off.
yeah,
Oh,
so Aos, Portkey,
Is he aiming it in that direction then?
yeah,
Oh, so I'm okay.
yeah. He's aiming it basically to
Hit me, you bastard!
Minor Cade.
I am also 10 feet up in the air.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, that's a really good point. No, I have to. Are cones?
Cones.
I mean, it's a cone.
Cones, yeah.
It's a cone, so it'd be.
Yeah,
It's not a
as well.
cone, it's a cone.
yeah.
Funny.
It's not,
It's up to you.
it's not a 2D con.
You
Yeah.
tell me then.
3D cone. I'm gonna say it hits. I'm gonna say it goes.
Alright. It hits.
Everyone, con saves.
Okay.
So is that me included there, James?
Yep, and the Hellhound.
Oh.
Don't forget your D4 letter raven.
Yep. So
It's not a ridiculously high save, so you probably.
So
that's a 26 for me.
Forget. You also got lucky. Okay.
Hellhound 18.
So
It's a little bit.
yeah, so those who took the damage, those who failed, which is Raven.
Can you uncanny dodge that still?
No, it's a con save, but you could use lucky.
I have
You
used
do.
lucky.
Oh shit, have you?
Mm.
Since
First
the
one was an 8.
since
So
the long
Raven-
rest.
Well,
Oh
you-
no, sorry,
Wait.
just then. Sorry, my apologies. Sorry, I didn't.
evasion.
Evasion doesn't work either.
does it not?
Evasion only works if you pass.
And I
No,
think
only on deck.
Dex.
and it's only on deck saves. And this is
Ah.
a con save. So, Raven, you're taking 42 damage.
Oh, well, that is him nearly one-shotted. 42.
Aos, you're taking half of that, and then halved again. No, you didn't take the potion, did you? Or did you?
Of invulnerability.
Yeah.
I drank a potion of necrotic resistance, and I gave my potion of invulnerability to Elia.
Okay, so you take 21 damage. Portkey, you take 21 damage. Elwir, you take 21 damage halved. So 12.
Pipe down, Chatters.
And the
There we go.
Hellhound takes
You got really tense.
Yeah.
21
I mean, it
damage.
is.
And your Echo, which was there, is completely obliterated.
Would that have got his own hellhound?
No.
Okay, just checking.
I'm saying that he's aimed at him. Because, honestly, without a visual representation, I'm
That's
just saying
fine.
he's aimed at him.
That's fine.
Brings it to Porky. And then he makes an intelligence save at the end of his turn for synaptic static, right?
The ring you had.
Were you concentrating on that?
What?
No, it is just
it just is.
not concentrated.
Um,
Yeah.
So yeah, he should.
He fails again.
yeah, it is at the end of each of its turns.
Yeah, thought it was. Yeah,
What-
Porky, what are you doing?
Sorry, I was just discussing because obviously Raven had the ring. I couldn't remember if he was attuned to it or not.
No, he unattuned to that.
Yeah, I know, we've just figured it out. I do not want to attack any of the humanoids. And obviously, I'm assuming if we take out the big bod, that does the trick.
Probably.
However, I'm also concerned that these things are... Do they look physically like I could hurt them?
Yes. And you've seen damage hit them, like how the staff and the holy tank's
so-
was.
Bonus action, I would like to rage.
Of course.
Rage.
I will then get up in its grills, because there's multiple grills there.
Yep.
And we're gonna go smashy smashy.
Yeah, one of the faces as you get up close changes to reflect an image of your own face.
I think you've got enough of your own face.
It hits. It hits.
Nice.
Don't forget the holy damage as well for the first one.
And how much?
2d6, wasn't it, Chris?
Or the holy oil. Yeah,
Yes,
2d6.
the oil.
2d6.
2d6. Okay. Sorry, I'm just checking because I've got a lot of things. Hold on. Okay. Right, so the Guardians are now up as well, which means this thing has disadvantage on its next attack to anyone that's not me.
Yep.
And that creature has, like, whoever it attacks next has resistant to the damage of that target's
Yeah.
attacks. And right, let's
Don't
roll
catch.
my
Yep.
roll my damage.
Yeah, I've done the 7.
There we go.
22, 25. Oh wait, 22 plus 15.
Oh, and there's extra damage because I'm enlarged. Hold on.
1d4.
Yeah, extra 1d4 per attack.
So it's an extra 2d4 basically.
Yep.
And then at the end of your turn, Porky, you gain 17 temporary hit points
Cool.
as you feel the twilight protect you.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Now you're in range.
I will get a turn before we end this session.
No, you won't.
Yes, I fucking will.
Use one of its legendary actions to try to strike out at you, Porky. I'm assuming
Yes.
a 26 hits.
I
For-
can't use lucky to make it re-roll, can I?
No, only on ones against you for 19 of
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
lot
wait,
of
is
damage.
necrotic?
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
Sorry, I was just checking something. 19 necrotic.
Yep.
Okay, so there's bye-bye to that 17 temporary hit points already.
Did its job.
Yep.
Not complaining. There we go.
Anything else on your turn?
No, that's my turn.
Okay.
Though to be fair, I could hellish rebuke it. Yeah, let's do it. Screw it. Because here we go. So that's 10 fire damage.
Okay, it's got to make
On
its
a-
dex save.
That's a fail.
Fails its dex save, but your fire doesn't seem to do quite as much as you would expect.
That's fine.
Resist.
I mean, it's not 5, but
Right,
at least we
then
know that.
Katrina will... I actually need to check what spell she has on her list because she is pretty damn powerful. What would be the most appropriate? You know what? I could be really, really mean, but no, I'll save that for later. She's probably not going to use that. So, everyone's taken damage apart from you and Elias, and Elias is all the way back there.
Hi.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's see if this rolls properly. Magic missile.
Oh.
8th level.
8.
Okay,
They
and I'm gonna be. It annoys me that it's done it like that. Again, I thought I'd change that. So let me. So what was the first one she rolled? She rolled
2.
a
It was a 2.
yeah 2 damage. So per missile, so that's 3 initially plus an extra 7. So actually, I think it's actually better the way to roll, but I'll roll it however we're said. So that'll be, I believe that's 10 missiles, so that's 20 damage.
3 damage.
Yep. And then she will also take a couple of steps forward. And then the big boy, because I will let Cade have his one turn.
Yes,
This time
thank you.
we'll
It's
use
probably going to be a
its,
quick turn.
which will use its legendary reaction to also try to hit Porky again. 20 hit you, Porky?
What? Yeah.
Okay. 20 more necrotic damage.
Alright.
Nice.
Well, the temporary hit point should chew that up.
No, they're
Well,
already gone.
no, yeah,
Oh, they're gone?
They went on the last attack.
I've done 39 damage to Porky.
Oh, but
so
I'm. Oh no,
Rating?
it's necrotic, isn't it? Because I take
Mm.
half damage from certain.
Yeah, but you
It's-
don't. From
It's
yeah,
like physical
not-
attacks or something.
Yeah, I got it. Carry on.
Okay,
Right.
fly up 10 feet, move forward 20, bonus action, compelled duel.
Technically, you moved out to the chasm.
Yep, that's fine.
Threat
I'll
range,
take it.
if you will. I'm gonna allow him because I'll say.
Wait, but didn't he, no, because he used his reaction to counterspell.
He did. He counterspelled.
That is true. So yep.
Boom. So wisdom saving throw from the big beastie.
Okay, wisdom saving throw from the big beastie. Now, considering that's compelled, would you say that's a charm effect, Chris? No,
That's it says charm effect. Or creatures that are immune to charm are immune to this effect, then no, not charm.
Yeah, it's more like a taunt.
Yeah, okay, we'll roll that wisdom save. What's your DC?
15 is pretty easy to beat. Oh, are you kidding me?
16.
Well, technically it's a 28. It has magic
Doesn't-
resistance.
Oh, wait, no. Oh, no, because it would still make it. I was going to say, because I get +1 from my betrothed.
Natural
and it
20s.
yeah, it's.
Oh, it
gone
has
through.
an advantage.
Would
Oh.
you like to do anything else?
Yes, of course, I would like to smonk it.
Well, that is a bonus action, so yes, you can smonk.
Yeah, so first monk, 15.
That's a miss.
I'm going to use my,
Not inspiration.
yeah, D10, right?
D10. Yeah.
For some reason, that rolled to me, but yeah.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
Successful.
Sorry, my bad. Cool. That hits, yeah?
Yep.
Perfect. Boom for the first strike.
Ready.
Second attack, 19.
That's a hit.
And yeah. Ooh, spicy.
That's a nice hit.
That's 24 points of damage on that one.
Yep. Okay, so I will
Yeah.
just wrap.
Those attacks against Porky were at disadvantage. Is the protection from evil.
Protection from
Are
evil.
they? Yeah, 30-foot radius protection from evil. That's the icon of Ravenloft I was holding up.
Yeah, let me just.
That would have been a
If it's undead.
The first one still would have hit me. The second one would not have, if that's the case.
So the second one didn't hit in that case.
20 more hit points.
Okay.
Whew.
Okay, it is undead then. Good to know.
Oh, in that
Then-
case, I need to roll some additional die. Oh no, I already rolled it.
Nice,
Never mind.
Benno.
We're all good.
Yeah, this actually no. He'll-
Did you don't have improved smite? Do you?
I
This
do,
one?
yes.
Yeah, he does.
Which was also
That's
included.
been added in as well.
Nice.
Okay, let's just fire a light crossbow at Hellwill. 25 hit you, Hellwill.
I think we can agree that's probably it.
Yes, it does.
Agree to
but
disagree.
I'm going to use my reaction to half the damage. Uncanny dodge.
Yep, okay, that's fine.
I take half anyway, so.
Roll me a con save.
Oh, the poison.
Oh yeah, that
And that's with, like, a plus, that's with like a +4 as well.
Oh, wait,
From.
assassin.
So that's 29 halved, halved, and halved. So that's 30.
15.
Minus, so that's 15.
7 or 8.
4.
4.
4 damage.
So you half the
Plus the
poison,
11.
and then you
Wait,
have
yeah.
resistance.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Half the poison, so. Oh, God. So that's half the poison, that's 15. So then I add that on to the 11, so that's 26. That's resisted, which brings it down to 13, which you then uncanny dodge, which then brings it down to 7.
Well played.
Literally 40 damage to
Jokes.
nothing.
And just
Sort that off.
fun, let's fire off a second shot.
Jesus Christ. Uncanny dodge this.
Whatever damage hits, my guardians are gonna cut some of the damage.
Okay, so roll me another con save. Hell will.
And pass it.
Con.
Hey, do you also
Oh
gain?
With
my
like a +4 on top
God.
of that, so it's.
Okay, so.
Hey, do you gain 12 temporary hit points?
23 plus.
I do.
So you make half the 23, so that's 12. So that's onto the 9, which is 21, which is then half because of your resistance. So 12 damage.
Nothing.
Yep, no damage because the guardian basically just knocked the bolt out.
Wow, that's fucking ridiculous.
The shield guardian's turn.
Yeah, sorry, I was in marvel at that. Yeah, so the shield guard. Cade's words would be, "Don't kill the humanoids, knock them out," and so he's gonna smunk Casimir for non-lethal. 18 to hit.
Casimir. Casimir looks like he goes to use his spell to try to make that successful or maybe a miss, but instead he just takes. Actually, he can't because he's used his reaction, so he
Yeah.
takes the blow.
And second attack. Oh. So he's, I could just imagine Ian raises his fist, looks at Cade, is like, "Don't kill, don't kill."
As Casimir goes unconscious, he fades into mist.
Don't kill.
And a new
What
face
did I
appears
say to you?
amongst the faces on the creature.
But we only did non-lethal.
Ian will also
Yep.
run up to
And
Cade. So that was 12 hit points that I gained temporarily, right?
Yep.
Nuts.
Right, which now brings it to the Arcan's turn. Who excuse me, and allow me to click. Excuse me. Thanks. Well, that's not what I told you to do at all. He is going to position himself here. And actually, no.
I gotta go after this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This.
I thought he's scared of fire.
He is.
He's meant to be.
Does fear not mean you can't approach the thing that you're scared of?
I think we're starting to understand what these things might be.
So he will, he'll position himself there, and he will. Let's.
Gonna lightning bolt.
Let's have one. Alright, so con save from the Hellhound, you, Halwir, and Raven, I think would be. You know what? Actually, screw it. Let's angle it slightly. You make the save as well, Chaos.
You'll
And
do
their
it.
Hellhound will also make it.
Con.
I'm 10 feet up in the air again.
Yep.
It's
Okay.
a cone.
It's not a cone, he's doing a lightning bolt, isn't he? Oh, he's doing a cone. Yeah.
Well, that's my hellhound dead.
That's their Hellhound dead as
staff.
well.
Raven's supposed to get a +2 because he's got the Staff of Power.
Yeah, but I'm using my last lucky to
Mhm.
roll this as well.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh,
Do you not
Yeah.
get the plus for being in the... Oh, you didn't take it, did you?
No,
And
I think it would have even helped in that
that's
time.
you unconscious,
That's
unfortunately.
DC
I
13.
figured as much.
Yeah.
Wait, even with an uncanny dodge?
Can't uncanny dodge it.
You can't uncanny dodge. That's
No.
actually
And you can't
Okay.
evasion it.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, I knew about the evasion one because it's not Dex, but
uncanny dodge is when you're hit with an attack, unfortunately.
Another 21 damage then to me.
Yep.
Okay.
And that is where we shall end our session.
Yeah, I need to know what damage I took, James.
Oh god, you made the save.
So it's a
Your
quarter.
resistance went up
11.
to 12.
12, okay.
And
And my hellhound's down.
Yep. So let's remove the Hellhound.
Alright. I
Can I
gotta jump
drop-
out.
Yep, that's where we'll end the session. Stay tuned for the Last Resort Company up shortly. Join us Friday for Clawed Coast, where we continue gambling and all sorts. And join us Sunday for what will be the finale, I believe. And also join us next week for the exciting conclusion of this.
Ready.
Will they survive? Will the curse be broken? Who knows? But for now, good night, sleep tight, and don't let the nightmares bite.
Alright. Bye-bye.
Bye.